So are you guys getting 1 by 4 integration sine t? Integration sine t is minus cos t, Arush.
Yeah.
So minus 1 by 4 cos t should be your answer. Just replace t with x raised to 4. चलो next लेते हैं. We'll do this orally, guys. Simple है, similar है. So first identify what will be the function, and then we will discuss about derivative.
Root x. Root x
Correct.
will
We'll
be
take root x as t because root x का derivative क्या होता है?
1 by uh, 1 by 2 root x. So
And now we'll cross multiply that 2 on the other side. So this becomes cos of t, and 1 by root x dx becomes 2
2
dt.
dt.
Chalo, what is integration cos?
Sine. 2 sine.
Done. Chalo, this is a good question. Let's see if you can identify what is function and its derivative.
So
The
इसमें
norm. The
x
norm.
to the power x as t ना, क्योंकि उसका
Excellent.
डेरिवेटिव
Correct. इसका derivative जब करेंगे, see Arush, Muskan, we will use UV rule over here.
Yes.
So we'll get x into derivative e raised to x, which is e raised
Samza.
to x, plus e raised to x.
Yeah.
So we'll get the numerator.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this will become integration 1 upon cos square t dt. How will you integrate this?
dt and then
Sorry, what, Muskan? What are you saying?
sorry, I didn't see you wrote the next step.
Yes, guys, how are you integrating this?
x square dt and then integrate
What do you mean x square dt? Oh, sec
no,
square. Okay, works. Integration sec square is tan. तो हो जाएगा. Done. ठीक है. चलो, now let's move to the next type. ये हो गया substitution. And let me just go through that assignment. 1 minute. See, in the first formula list which we have made, we have only discussed formulas of sine and cos when we talk about trigo formulas. We don't have a direct formula for tan, cot, sec, cosec. So these are those 4 formulas of tan, cot, sec, cosec. इसमें ना मैं एक का प्रूफ दिखा देता हूँ so that you are convinced कि ये कैसे आ रहा है formula. The proofs of these formulas are by substitution method. So if I take integration tan is sin x upon cos x, guys.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how will you solve this using substitution method? If I ask you to solve this using substitution method, how will you solve this?
X is t and
Fine.
then sin x
Fine.
is
So can we directly say it is integration derivative upon function?
yes.
Yeah.
No, actually not. Because what is derivative of cos x?
Minus sin. So sin x
तो
is the
माइनस है ना,
function.
एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा, माइनस एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा.
But
नहीं,
फिर sin x
आरुष,
को क्यों नहीं ले सकते function?
आरुष, न्यूमरेटर कभी नहीं हो सकता फंक्शन.
अच्छा.
उसका रीजन क्या है आरुष? देख, हम जब cos x को t लेते हैं, इसको जब डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे, तो इसका जो डेरिवेटिव होगा, that derivative will be dt by dx. Do you agree with me, Arush? The derivative is always multiplied with dx.
Yeah.
Only numerator can be the derivative. How can denominator be the derivative?
Right.
Right. तो
Yeah.
इसका अब आंसर क्या होगा? Now we can say log mod cos x, but then there's a minus sign outside. So it's minus log mod cos x. When we take this minus 1 in the power, I hope you remember that log का property, guys. ये होगा cos x raised to minus 1. What is cos
Yeah.
x raised to minus 1?
1 by cos x, which is sec x.
So that's the formula. That's how this formula comes into the picture. Okay? So just make this list. You have to learn these formulas, and then we'll take the next set of formulas which you have to learn. guys, this is already discussed that integration derivative upon function is log mod function. ठीक है, ये तो हो गया. Similarly, if we have integration derivative upon square root function, so Arush, Trisha, Muskan, if we have derivative upon square root function, तो इसका आंसर होगा टू रूट फंक्शन.
Okay.
इसका जो प्रूफ है ना, दिस इज ऑल्सो यूजिंग सब्सटीट्यूशन. See, if we have integration derivative upon square root function, so what we'll do is we'll take the function as t and इसका जो derivative होगा f dash x dx, that will become dt. So guys, this will now become 1 upon root t dt. Are you following this?
Yes.
How will we
Yeah.
integrate 1 upon root t? 1 upon root t can be written as t raised to
T
minus half.
raised to minus.
चलो t
Yeah.
raised to minus half का integration बताओ मुझे. Use x raised to n formula.
T raised to plus
It will be t raised to
3 by
minus half plus 1 upon minus half plus 1. And what is minus half plus 1?
half.
Half. तो इसका आंसर क्या आएगा? इसका आंसर आएगा 2 root t plus c. So that's the thing. It's 2 root f of x.
Yeah.
And one more thing. See, whenever numerator and denominator will have the same highest power, बहुत काम का रूल है ये, बहुत जगह पे काम आएगा, बहुत सारे टाइप्स में काम आएगा ये. Whenever numerator denominator have the same highest power, we will always adjust the denominator in numerator. Now what do I mean by this? Let's take one example to understand this. Let's say if I ask you to integrate x square minus 5 upon x square plus 1. चलो अगर ऐसा एक क्वेश्चन दे दूं मैं. First of all, do you realize here that the numerator denominator have the same highest power?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in this case, when the numerator denominator have the same highest power, we have to adjust the denominator in numerator. Now what do I mean by this? ये जो denominator है, ये हमें ऊपर create करना पड़ेगा. How can we create that? So we will add 1,
Multiply.
subtract 1.
Yeah.
Now x square plus 1, I'll group this, and minus 5 minus 1 will be minus 6, and then we can split it into two fractions. So what will we get, guys? We will get integration 1 dx minus 6 constant है बाहर रहेगा, integration 1 upon x square plus 1. Check this. Are you following this?
Yeah.
So this is x, and now integration x square plus 1 we have not yet discussed it, but do you remember derivative of which function was 1 upon x square plus 1?
I think so.
त्रिशा बताएगी. आरुष.
Log x square plus 1.
नहीं नहीं,
Sir,
it doesn't work that way.
sin inverse का
Tan inverse x.
हाँ,
Derivative
tan
tan
inverse
inverse x होता है 1 upon x square plus 1.
Acha.
Write this, guys. Write this example also. You know, other than the formulas which we have done, there are a total of 9 more formulas, and after that we have the UV rule of integration, and we have to take the partial fractions of integration. These are some important types. So we'll go through that, and then we'll go to that JEE questions, and we'll take the questions. So first of all, these 6 formulas which we have a list of 6 formulas now, जो आप लोगों को रटना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? The proofs are not in syllabus. Proofs are using substitution method, but then nobody will ask you the proof. You just have to learn these formulas. So 1 upon x square plus a square is 1 upon a tan inverse x by a. If we have 1 upon a square minus x square or x square minus a square, then in both the formulas there is a pattern. You have to understand the pattern. Thoda easy ho jayega learn karne ke liye fir. So we have 1 upon 2a in both. Now what is a square minus x square expansion formula?
A
If you
plus
guys remember,
x into a minus x.
तो वही है यहाँ पे log of a plus x, a minus x, and x square minus a square भी expansion में होता है x minus a, x plus a. So that is how it is. फिर 1 upon root a square minus x square. See, this is basically like 1 upon root 1 minus x square. If I ask you What is derivative of sine inverse x? You will tell me 1 upon root 1 minus x square.
Yes.
तो उसका उल्टा 1 upon root a square minus x square होगा sin inverse x by a. Then we have 1 upon root a square plus x square, 1 upon root a square minus x square. Sorry, x square minus a square. In both these formulas, it is log. Along with log, it is x, and then you just copy that square root. Write this, guys.
Yeah.
Achha, other than this, guys, there's one more thing which we have to discuss. Creating a perfect square, because ये हमें काफी काम आने वाला है. Now, you might have already studied this formula. Let's say if we have a quadratic expression like ax square plus bx plus c. Do you guys know the formula for creating a perfect square? Third term का एक formula होता है. Do you know that formula?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So what is the formula?
Half
Well,
into the coefficient of the second term. The whole
Okay,
square.
वो जो formula है ना आरुष, half into coefficient of x the whole square, that formula is fine. But then उसका issue क्या है पता है? That works only when coefficient of x square is 1. So in general, just remember this formula. We will use this formula of b square by 4a square.
Sure.
It's the same thing, Arush, but then the thing is we have to basically make the coefficient of x square 1. So we divide by a, तो b by a होगा, उसका half करेंगे और फिर square करेंगे. So b square by 4a, 4a square.
Yes.
Guys, the next set of formulas that we have. Now these are huge formulas, but then there's a pattern. If you understand the pattern, तो ये formulas आप लोग को याद रह जाएंगे. Now what I've done is I've taken this formula 456 from the previous screen over here. See, we have just seen these formulas. You have just noted them down. I'll tell you how are they related. Now we are discussing the formula for square root of a square minus x square, square root of x square plus a square, and square root of x square minus a square. If you realize, Muskan, Trisha, Arush, we have seen the formulas where these roots are in denominator. Now they are in numerator. So understand the pattern. There's a definite pattern in all the three formulas. That pattern is the first term of all the formulas is x by 2. Okay, first term is x by 2 in each formula. And then we have to just copy the question. Root a square minus x square over here. Root x square plus a square over here. Root x square minus a square over here. The third term is going to be a square by 2 everywhere. So then we have a square by 2 everywhere. Now in the first formula, is a square positive or negative?
positive.
Positive.
So a square is positive over there. So we'll write plus. Chalo, in the next one, is a square positive or negative?
Positive.
And in the next one, is a square positive or negative?
Negative.
Right. Okay. And after that, you have to copy the formulas which we have already seen. So root a square minus x square hai yahan pe. So what was the formula for 1 upon root a square minus x square?
1 by 2 root of 2 plus x.
क्या बोल रहा है तो आरुष? क्या बोल रहा है तो आरुष? रूट है यहाँ पे, क्या बोल रहा है?
अच्छा, root है. Sin inverse x by a.
Sin inverse x by a. चलो next, what was 1 upon root x square plus a square? So it was log mod x plus root x square plus a square, and this was log mod root x plus root x square minus a square. So we are just copying those formulas which we have seen. ठीक है मुस्कान, त्रिशा, आरुष, देखो फॉर्मूलाज बहुत बड़े हैं, you have to learn them, but if you have understood the pattern तो बहुत easy हो जाएगा. So guys, UV rule of integration is basically given by this formula. मैं formula दिखा रहा हूँ, and then I'll share a trick with which you can just learn this formula. The formula is u integration v minus integration of derivative u integration v. That is the formula. अब आप लोग को लगेगा सर ये क्या है इतना बड़ा formula, but If you just remember one code word, then this formula becomes super easy to remember. So you can remember this code word, FIS, ID FIS. See, I'll tell you how this works. So F is first term, I is integration, S is second term, minus I is integration, D is derivative, F is first term, I is integration, and S is second term. Check this, guys. Are you following this? It's first term integration of second term minus integration of derivative of first term integration of second term.
Yeah.
Are you following this, Muskan, Trisha?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Chalo, now coming to the formula. Sorry, this is a formula. Now coming to the next thing, where you have to decide which function will be the first function and which will be the second function. Because in every sum of u we rule, you have to decide what should be u and what should be v. See, derivatives में हम कभी decide नहीं करते थे, but here we'll have to decide, otherwise the sum will not be solved. So for that there is another code word. That code word is ILATE. ILATE basically means, in ILATE, I stands for inverse trigonometry functions like sine inverse, tan inverse, cos inverse. L is logarithmic function, log x. A is algebraic function like x square, x cube, root x. Then T is trigonometry function, sine, cos, tan. E is exponential function, a raised to x, e raised to x. So if there is a question where we have integration of, let's say, x square log x, for example, how to decide which function will be first and which will be second? Now x square, guys, identify the type of this function. Which type of function is this x square?
So in this we'll take log x go as no.
So x square is algebraic function, log x is log function, and sequence में l पहले आता है. So we'll have to write this as log x into x square. So u is basically log x, v is x square, and then you can substitute everything. Are you guys following this?
Sir, ये क्या बता रहे हो?
क्या हुआ आरुष?
ये क्या बता रहे हो? ये फ्री रूल्स के बाद क्या बता?
ILATE, sequence of functions. If we have integration x square log x, you cannot integrate it directly. You have to first decide which function is u, which function is v. उसका ये कोड वर्ड है ILATE. तो यहाँ पे algebraic और log फंक्शन है. सीक्वेंस में कौन पहले आता है algebraic और log में से?
Log.
तो मैंने log को पहले लिखा, that is u. Write this, guys. Chalo, before we take the sums, one last type, that is partial fractions. Partial fractions is one of the most easiest types, but then your calculation speed should be good enough so that you can finish this in lesser time, क्योंकि इसमें थोड़ा time लगता है usually. So let's understand what is partial fractions. See, if in the question we have this integral where numerator is a linear term matlab one single term where x is the highest term, we will not have x square, x cube, anything, and in denominator we have two brackets. Guys, if we open the brackets, it will be a quadratic equation. So basically, in the denominator we have a quadratic, and using the quadratic we have formed two brackets by splitting the middle term. If this is the case, then the partial form will be a upon first bracket x minus a plus b upon second bracket x minus b. This is the formula. Like, if this is the question, we will be using this form. How will we use the form? That we'll see in the questions. But we will be using this form. So how to remember this form? There are two brackets in denominator. So it will be a upon first bracket plus b upon second bracket. Achha, now if we have three brackets in denominator, then you guys tell me what should we do? What will be the partial form?
A by x minus a plus b by x minus b plus c by x.
So it will be ABC, right? We'll split it into three fractions. Are you following this, Arush?
Yeah.
Krishna? We'll split it into 3 fractions. चलो next वाला लेते हैं. In the next one, if you realize, we have x minus a the whole square. We still have 2 brackets, but this time the brackets are same. It's x minus a and x minus a. In this case, we'll have to take a upon x minus a. तो first हम लेंगे single bracket a upon single bracket x minus a. Then we'll take b upon whole square के साथ लेंगे. We'll take both the brackets. Are you following this, guys?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because see, if we take b upon x minus a, Muskan, that doesn't really make sense. If we take a upon x minus a and b upon x minus a, it's just like a plus b upon x minus a. That's like a normal constant. That doesn't really make sense. Okay, now next one I want you all to try this. So if we have denominator x minus a the whole square and x minus c both, then what do you think we will do?
X, so A upon X minus A, B upon X minus A square, and C upon X minus C.
Perfect. We'll take a upon x minus a, b upon x minus a the whole square and c upon x minus c. अब जो लास्ट वाला ना फॉर्म गाइस, लास्ट वाला फॉर्म थोड़ा अलग है, ये आप लोग को रटना पड़ेगा. So the last one is x minus a into a quadratic in denominator, x square plus bx plus c. What you have to understand is this quadratic cannot be split further. Like we cannot split the middle term in this quadratic. Because if we can split, then do you realize it becomes of this form and it comes down to the second type. क्योंकि फिर तो वो सेम हो जाएगा ना, 3 ब्रैकेट्स फॉर्म हो जाएंगे if we can split the middle term. So the last form will be used when we cannot split that quadratic. तो करना ये है, you have to learn this. It's going to be of the format a upon x minus a plus bx plus c upon the denominator, which is x square plus bx plus c. Just write this. We'll take the sums and then we'll see how to use this and find this capital A, capital B and capital C. Chalo guys, let us take this. So question 1. Tell me guys. You have to think what should we do. And I'll not tell you the type. Let's see if you can think about the type. And in MCQs, a good thing is that many times by looking at the options also you can figure out the type. Many times, I'm not saying in this sum you will be able to, but many times that is possible. Ha Muskan, tell me.
That one, the one x square minus 5 and y x square plus 1 के लिए जो था.
I didn't get you. I'll say in partial fractions. The formulas which we just
You can only
wrote.
do that when the thing is same now, like the powers are same.
It's not about that, Muskan. We can do only when denominator has a quadratic. This is raised to 12. Raised to 12 में वो नहीं कर सकते. No partial fraction in this.
सर
A
Yes,
plus
Risha.
वो वाला.
A plus क्या?
इसमें हम लोग x रेज टू द पावर या वैसे लिख सकते हैं क्या?
Your
x
voice
रेज टू द
broke.
पावर 6 द होल स्क्वायर.
Excellent. Perfect.
हेलो सर, कैन यू हियर मी?
Now I can hear you. So we can write x raised to 12 as x raised to 6 the whole square. How will this help us, Trisha?
तो क्योंकि x रेज टू द पावर 6 का डिफरेंशिएशन 6x रेज टू द पावर 5 होगा और फिर हम
Perfect,
लोग x
perfect.
रेज टू द पावर 5 को मतलब उसके पूरे को जैसे dx by
So
dt
this
जैसे लिख सकते हैं.
basically, Arush, Muskan, this is actually a substitution type question. We'll take x raised to 6 as t. Derivative of x raised to 6 is 6x raised to 5. So we have x raised to 5 dx equal to 1 by 6 dt. Are you following this, Arush? Muskan? So the question becomes 1 upon 6 integration 1 upon 1 plus t square. Can you now complete this? Can you tell me the answer?
C.
Sorry Arush, क्या बोला तूने?
C.
C. Correct. Because this will be tan inverse t. Are you following this, Trisha, Muskan?
Yes, sir.
Done. Shall we take the next one? Write it. Others can think about the second question.
तो तब समझा कि x को t लेंगे, but
See, x को t लेके मतलब नहीं है. We'll take root x as t. अरे आरुष, ये साइन इंटू रूट एक्स नहीं है. रूट एक्स तो एंगल है ना यहाँ पे.
अच्छा तो फिर x t square हो जाएगा क्या?
नहीं. We'll take root x as t. Now what is the derivative of root x?
1 by 2.
1 by 2.
So 1 by 2 root x will be dt by dx. So when you cross multiply, dx will be 2 root x dt. And what is root x, guys? This will be 2 root x dt. But what is root x?
T.
The root x is t.
So this will be 2t dt. So the question is sine of t into 2t dt. Are you following this, Arush?
Yeah.
So if we take 2 outside, this is basically integration of t sine t. Now what do you think? Which formula is this? Which type of
UV.
integration? This is UV.
Yeah.
So now you have to decide which function will be first, which function will be second. तो बताओ.
It will be first.
नहीं. Sequence is I late.
Wait.
Algebraic function comes before trigonometry functions. And here t is algebraic function, sine t is trigonometry function. Are you guys following this?
Yeah.
Use UV rule. Check the formula, अपना FIS ID FIS, and solve this.
The formula use here.
क्या बोल रहा था आरुष? इंटीग्रेशन UV is U integration V minus integration of derivative of U integration of V. So this is going to be 2 बाहर रहेगा, t बाहर integration sin t.
Yeah.
Minus integration of derivative of t integration sin t dt. Oh, right. ठीक है. Integration sin t is minus cos t. Integration ये derivative and this is minus cos t.
हाँ सर यही तो बोला था मैंने.
Perfect Arush. Minus t cos t plus sin t हो जाएगा. Integration causes sin. Check this, guys. This should be your answer. So yeah, it has to be C. Yeah. Done, Muskan? Risha?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Think about the next one, guys. Third one. What do you think, Muskan, Krisha, Arush?
तो log x को t लेके कर सकते हैं क्या ऐसा कुछ?
How does that help us?
हम लोग जब like if we split the terms like 1 upon dx.
What are you saying? Denominator में how can you split?
नहीं, like fraction में like 1 upon, but that doesn't make sense. एक second.
In the denominator, what is common, guys?
X.
When we take x common, what will we get in the bracket?
1 plus log x.
Log x.
Now see if you can think about anything.
Log x as t. Then we put on after.
Correct. We will take, instead of log x, Arush, we will take 1 plus log x as t.
Yeah.
So derivative 1 by x dx will be dt. So this question becomes, see, 1 by x dx will become dt, and denominator में t आएगा. So it will be log mod t, which is log mod log x, 1 plus log x. So C is the answer, guys. Are you following this, Muskan, Trisha?
Yes, sir.
Type. Okay, so guys, one of the integration types which we have not yet discussed, हम उसका पहले formula देख लेते हैं. It's a super easy type, super easy. So the formula is integration e raised to x into f of x plus f dash x. If question is of this format, then the answer to this is directly e raised to x into f of x plus c. एक simple example ले लेते हैं. Let's say if we have integration e raised to x, I'm taking the most simple example, sin x plus cos x. So your task will be to identify function and its derivative. So tell me, guys, what is the
Sin
derivative
x
is
is the
cos x.
function of
तो
x.
इसका आंसर हो जाएगा e raised to x sin x, as simple as that. Then shall we proceed?
Awesome.
Okay, before we proceed, one more rule which Arush we have discussed when we were doing derivatives. By chance, if you have attended those board lectures, and
नहीं.
बाकी लोगों को भी पता होगा, क्योंकि नहीं कहीं ना कहीं पे ये वाला फॉर्मूला आप लोगों ने देखा ही होगा, क्योंकि
सर मैंने दे दिया.
यस यस डन डन पृथ्वी, मैं बाद में चेक करके बता देता हूँ तुझे, ठीक है, चल बाय. So guys, if we have log x to the base e equal to t, then we can convert this into exponential form. We can remove the log, and the formula for that is x will be e raised to t.
Yeah.
ये तो log का फॉर्मूला है, log का पीस.
हाँ ठीक है, ये लॉगरिथम्स में आप लोग ने कहीं ना कहीं पे देखा होगा. कीप दिस इन माइंड, ये काम आएगा इस टाइप में, इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस में काम आएगा ये. चलो, सो नाउ लेट अस टेक क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. So integration e raised to x by 2 sine of x by 2 plus pi by 4 dx. See, this looks like almost like integration e raised to x into f of x plus f dash x. बहुत कम बाकी है. We'll have to use the compound angle formula and everything. वो सब हम करेंगे. But the first thing is, over here we should have x, guys. So let's do one thing. Let's remove x by 2. I'll substitute x by 2 as t. तो इसका डेरिवेटिव होगा half, which is dt by dx. So from here we will get dx is 2 dt. So the question becomes 2 times integration e raised to t sine of t plus pi by 4. Are you all following this?
Yeah.
Achha, you'll have to expand this bracket, guys. Expand this bracket and tell me what are we getting.
Sine t cos pi by 4 plus cos is t sine pi by.
So when we do sine t, now cos pi by 4, what is cos pi by 4? 1 by root 2
1 by
plus
40.
cos t into sine pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2.
1 by root.
Okay, ये 1 by root 2 कॉमन लेके बाहर आ जाएगा. So we have 2 by root 2 integration e raised to t into sin t plus cos t. Are you all following this?
Yeah. So root
You
2
realize
e raised to t
this is
sine
root 2
t.
e raised to t sin t. हो गया. So the
Yes.
answer is C. Are you following this, Trisha? Muskan?
Yes, sir.
Write this, guys. Okay, the next one, guys. The fifth one. Integration sine of log x plus cos of log x. See, in integration, whenever we come across a very complicated function of log x. Now, what is the difference between a complicated function and a normal function of log x? Now, look at the sixth question. This is very simple. It's just log x. This is also not a difficult one. It's just log 2x upon x. बट फिफ्थ वाले में ना बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेशन है क्योंकि साइन का एंगल लॉग एक्स है, कॉस का एंगल लॉग एक्स है. सो व्हेनेवर वी कम अक्रॉस सच कॉम्प्लिकेटेड एक्सप्रेशंस ऑफ लॉग एक्स, वी विल बी यूजिंग दैट नोट गाइस व्हिच आई जस्ट शेयर्ड. वी विल अज्यूम लॉग एक्स एज टी. अब इसका बेस गिवन नहीं है तो e होगा. फ्रॉम हियर वी कैन से x इज e रेज टू t. Are you
Yes.
following this? And then we will use the substitution procedure. What do I mean by substitution procedure? See, this is now sin t plus cos t. बट हमें अब ये dx को कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा dt में. सो यू हैव टू डिफरेंशिएट दिस गाइस. व्हाट विल बी द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ दिस? x इक्वल टू e रेज टू t का डेरिवेटिव क्या होगा?
E raised to t.
सो डेरिवेटिव ऑफ x विल बी 1. ये हो जाएगा e रेज टू t और ये होगा dx by dt.
by dt.
सॉरी माय बैड, dt by dx.
हाँ dt by dt.
तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करने पे हमें मिलेगा त्रिशा मुस्कान dx is e raised to t dt. So this
Yes, sir.
question now becomes sin t plus cos t e raised to t dt. Check this. Are you following this?
Yeah.
तो हो गया ना सम. What is the answer?
E raised to t sine t plus c.
Sorry. हाँ correct. E raised to t sin t
Yes.
and e raised to t is x. This will be sine of log x. That's the answer. C.
Yeah.
Write this, guys. Write this. Next one, guys. Question 6. What do you think we should do? Integrate log x to the base 10 बोला है.
X को t लेंगे guys.
And how does that help? See, taking x as t doesn't really help, Arush.
X is
क्योंकि if you take x as t, what will happen? dx will be dt. क्या होगा उससे? सिर्फ वेरिएबल चेंज हो जाएगा और क्या होगा?
कुछ नहीं है. सर ऑप्शन सी आंसर है.
मतलब ये कैसे, मतलब हमने सोचा है इसके बारे में ऐसे ही तुक्का?
नहीं सर.
तो आ जाता है बस. गलत है भाई. गया तेरा 4 मार्क. 5 एक्चुअली.
ऑप्शन डी.
अभी ऐसे एक एक करके रूल आउट मत कर. So guys, whenever we have integration of either logarithmic function or the inverse trigonometry function, if we just have sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse or log, see, we don't have a direct formula. So what we do is we write this as into 1 and then we use the UV rule. So we have to use the UV rule of integration. So basically log x to the base 10 integration of 1 dx minus integration of derivative of log x to the base 10 integration of 1 dx. Are you all following this?
Yeah.
तो इसका आंसर क्या आएगा? इंटीग्रेशन 1 तो x हो जाएगा, so this will be x log of x to the base 10 minus. Now this is the main trick part. What is derivative of log x to the base 10?
Derivative to 1 by x to the
Derivative 1 by x कब होता है पता है आरुष? Derivative of log x to the base e जब होता है ना आरुष, e, at that
हाँ.
time the derivative is 1 by x. If it is derivative log x to the base e, that is 1 by x. So now the main point is how will we convert this to base e? So Arush, we can write this as log x to the base
is
e
upon
of
log
10 to the base e.
10 to the base. Yeah.
And integration 1 to x होगा.
हाँ.
Now this is a constant guys. तो
Yeah.
इसको हम बाहर रखेंगे. And now complete this. Now tell me the answer.
1 by x into log 10.
So this will be x log of x to the base 10 minus 1 by log of 10 to the base e. Tell me, Muskan, what are you saying? What is derivative log x to the base e?
1 by x into
That 1 by x and into x will get cut.
yeah.
ये जो 1 by x और x आएगा ये कट हो जाएगा. So now we are left with integration 1. What is integration 1? x हो जाएगा guys. ये हमने डिस्कस नहीं किया है, but see derivative of x is 1, so integration 1 is x. Remember this.
Yeah.
अच्छा, अब ये log 10 to the base e denominator में है. When we take it to the numerator, what happens?
So plus log 10 to the base 3 हो जाएगा.
Log e to the base 10 हो जाएगा. वो flip हो जाता है आरुष.
अच्छा.
So D is correct guys.
तो correct कहाँ में होगा?
तूने C बोला था ना?
D.
चल C बोला पहले.
Second time पे D था.
बराबर है, but second chance थोड़ी मिलेगा तुझे.
Okay, but
Then shall we take the next one?
yeah.
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट वाला इजी है, बता दो आप लोग, हो जाएगा इजी. अरे यार, integrate log 2x upon x. How can we do this? Yes, Trisha, Muskan, Arush.
So can we use log 2x का differentiation or something? Substitute करना या something?
So log 2x का डिफरेंशिएशन तो नहीं, हाँ सब्स्टिट्यूशन है ये. Oh, you are saying log 2x को सब्स्टिट्यूट करके. बराबर है, perfect. Because what is the derivative
सर
of log
आपने तो
2x
बोला
guys?
था कि न्यूमरेटर को नहीं कर सकते सब्स्टिट्यूट.
मैंने क्या बोला था आरुष? 90% सम्स में वो रूल फॉलो करेंगे हम.
सर मैंने रिलवा नहीं करेंगे.
चलो, so if we take log 2x as t, इसका डेरिवेटिव आरुष, what is the derivative? Derivative will be 1 by 2x
2x.
into derivative of 2x which is 2. तो यहाँ पे आरुष उसका derivative भी तो present है ना 1 by x.
हाँ.
That is why we'll take it. So now this becomes integration t dt, which is t square by 2, which is log of 2x the whole square by 2.
Yeah.
एक मिनट, ये लोग ने क्या किया है ऑप्शंस में. How are they getting log x into log 2x? Oh shit. Okay, in the options guys, to match it with the options we'll have to simplify it further. अगर ये बोर्ड सिलेबस का क्वेश्चन होता तो हम लोग यहाँ पे छोड़ सकते हैं, बट बिकॉज दिस इज MCQ, log 2x can be written as log 2 plus log x.
हाँ.
और ये होगा होल स्क्वायर. एक मिनट, इवन दिस
इसमें आंसर नहीं है.
how are they getting log 4? Should be none of these. Muskan, do you have the answer key, like the final answers at least?
I think 1 second.
Just check this.
Okay,
I think this has to be none of these.
तो वो आंसर की पीछे मतलब लास्ट पेज पर है.
क्या है इसका आंसर? 7th का आंसर
This is level 2 का ना.
Yeah.
It's C.
C. How are they getting log x log of 4x? So that is log 4 plus log x.
So
Hmm.
instead of taking log 2x पूरा as t, अगर हम लोग 2x को t जैसे लेंगे तो कुछ हेल्प करेगा क्या?
So see, if we take 2x as t, तो ये हो जाएगा log t. Sorry, it will be log t upon t, Trisha, and then you will have to take log t as t. तो वो तो ऑप्शन नहीं है. You will still come back to the same thing. उसमें इनफैक्ट 2 बार सब्स्टिट्यूशन हो जाएगा. Muskan, Trisha, is there any way of checking whether this question is correct?
I can ask my sir who sent the question paper like this.
Because इसका तो और कुछ होगा नहीं. This has to be log 2x the whole square. There is no other option. ठीक है guys, देखते हैं ये बाद में. This has to be log 2x. इसका तो और कुछ कर नहीं सकते. ठीक है, चेक करो मुस्कान. Just see if you can find the answer from somewhere. This looks like log 2x. उसका तो और कोई ऑप्शन दिख नहीं रहा. 8th one guys, chalo.
चल एक बार 7 पे जा सकते हो 7 पानी का.
Oh, you're still writing that?
No, I haven't started writing that. एक सेकंड लेते हैं.
We have to.
Think about this guys. Question 8. Let's see if you can get this. So what do you think, Trisha, Muskan, Arush?
A minus b the whole cube का formula.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
It's inside square root, Muskan. Don't even think
Yeah,
about that.
और इसमें सब्स्टिट्यूशन होगा क्या?
Correct. This is also substitution, but क्या substitute करना चाहिए, Trisha? What do you think?
Sorry, second.
तो एक क्यूब
Yes,
माइनस
Arush.
एक्स क्यूब ले सकते हैं.
नहीं.
A
See,
क्यूब
what is
अच्छा
derivative
A
of x
क्यूब
cube,
भी
Arush?
वेरिएबल है.
What is derivative
Oh,
of? नहीं, a cube is not variable, Arush. A is a constant.
कांस्टेंट है.
But
या
what is
सॉरी
derivative
और
of
हम
x cube?
3x
x क्यूब
3x square doesn't help, na, Arush? हाँ,
अच्छा
Trisha,
तो
what
फिर
are you
हम
saying?
लोग 3/2 को t ले सकते हैं क्या? क्योंकि वो रूट में है ना, तो उसके बाद उसका डेरिवेटिव फिर
Correct, she
मतलब
is right. Now
3/2
listen,
2/2
Arush,
minus 1.
Muskan, a raised to 3 can be written as a raised to 3 by 2 the whole square.
हाँ
And similarly, if we do it for this x raised to 3, this will be x raised to 3 by 2 the whole square.
या
This is the formula, guys. Which expansion formula is this?
A स्क्वायर माइनस B स्क्वायर.
Sorry, my bad. Expansion A. Which integration formula is this?
तो ये साइन इनवर्स है.
बराबर है. बट देन यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग, ये x रेज टू 3 by 2 यहाँ पर नहीं होना चाहिए और ऊपर 1 होना चाहिए. So what we'll do is we'll take x raised to 3 by 2 as t. और इसका डेरिवेटिव होगा 3 by 2 x raised to 1 by 2.
Yes.
So from here we get root x dx is 2 by 3 dt. Are you all following this?
Yeah.
So this will be integration 2 constant है, बाहर जाने देते हैं, 2 by 3 in fact, 1 upon root a square minus x square, sorry t square. Now complete this.
Find B sine inverse x.
B आ रहा है ऑप्शन बी.
हाँ.
Oh shit, I forgot, ये a raised to 3 by 2 है guys. a raised to 3 by 2 का स्क्वायर. हाँ मतलब b आएगा ऑप्शन, ऊपर नीचे दोनों 3 by 2 आएगा, so b will be the correct option. Done. Shall we take the next one?
Yeah. फिर ये वैसे 3 by हाँ ठीक है.
नाइन्थ वन जो है ना गाइस, ये अभी थोड़ा अलग अप्रोच है इसका. दिस इज लाइक यू कैन कॉल इट एज अ ट्रिगो टाइप. तो इसमें थोड़ा पैटर्न आप लोग को ऑब्जर्व करना पड़ेगा. वी हैव साइन ऑफ x माइनस ए, cos of x minus b. What is the difference of these angles guys? x minus a and x minus b जो एंगल है उसका डिफरेंस क्या होगा?
A plus B minus A.
b minus a, right? b minus a is the difference. So what we will do is in these sums, now if you realize sin cos या sin cos देख के कुछ याद आ रहा है? Do we have any formula in trigonometry where sin cos are like together?
Sin theta cos theta.
There the theta is same, Arush. Here the theta is different. It's two different
2
angles.
sin C plus D by 2 cos C.
हाँ, ये अब तो नहीं. Now you are going for this factorization defactorization formula, correct? But the formula which we are going to use over here is the compound angle formula. जो compound angle formula है sin cos
A cos B.
correct, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, that formula.
Yeah.
So the given one guys, the given expression is a part of sin का compound angle formula, correct? So whenever Trisha, Muskan, we have one expression where like we have sin and cos here, it is a part of sin ka compound angle formula. So what we will do is we will multiply divide by cos of the difference of angles which we just discussed is b minus a. Now you might be having the doubt that why are we doing this? Just wait for 2 minutes, you will understand why exactly are we doing this. So now I'll take this cos of b minus a inside the integral. And guys, can we write that cos of b minus a as cos of x minus a minus x minus b? Check this, Muskan, Trisha, Arush.
sir.
तो इससे होगा क्या पता है? Now the numerator is actually compound angle formula. Chalo, so tell me what will we do in the numerator? Tell me the formula.
Cos of x minus a cos x minus b plus sin x minus a sin x minus b.
Oh shit, कितने बेकार options है. Shit, it has to be option B guys. Very disappointing. मजा नहीं आया, बट ये हम लोग सॉल्व कर लेते हैं. तो cos cos sin sin होगा ये. चलो, so now you have to split it into two fractions guys. When you split it into two fractions, what will we get?
Cos x
क्या क्या
minus
आप लोग
a
करो पूरा कंप्लीट.
cos.
इसके आगे पूरा इंटीग्रेट करो. Split it into two fractions. See, when you split it into two fractions, ये जो first part है इसमें cos x minus b कट होगा. So you must have got log integration cot of x minus a. Check this. And in the second part you must have got second part में क्या आएगा? sin x minus a कट होगा तो tan आएगा. Integration tan x minus b. Now these are direct formulas. Do you remember integration cot and integration tan? Trisha बताएगी. Trisha, help these guys. They have forgotten the formula.
सर एक सेकंड, आपका वॉइस क्रैक हो रहा है. आप क्या बोल रहे हो?
ये ऐसे टाइम पे वॉइस क्रैक होता है. ऐसी टाइमिंग बोलते हैं इसको.
पहले से हो रहा है.
What is the formula for integration cot and integration tan?
log mod sin x.
So
एक
this is log
second.
mod
हाँ,
sine of x minus a plus log mod sec. And guys, you'll have to solve this. Now, when two log terms are added, what do we do?
M into 1, like log m into 1.
Multiply. So when we multiply sine into sec, that becomes sine upon cos. That's how we get this. ठीक है?
So that does sec a minus b. There are
अरे
b minus a.
अपना sec, हाँ अरे उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Do you know the sec of minus theta is sec theta? उससे फर्क नहीं
अच्छा
पड़ता.
हाँ, तो
That's
उसको
okay.
वैसे ही एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा.
या वो तो ठीक है. That's understood. Done? Shall we take this one last sum for today?
Just
Sure. Chalo, we'll take this one last sum for today. Easy है, बस लास्ट में थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट है. So first you guys tell me the first step at least. Chalo, identify the type. Identifying type is not difficult over here. How will we integrate x cos square x? Tell me. Which type is this?
तो इसको हम लोग multiply by 1 करके करेंगे क्या वैसा कुछ?
You multiply by 1 क्यों? Already दो function है. UV rule सीधा use करो ना. Why multiply by 1?
हाँ, x into cos.
It's already two
हाँ.
functions. Algebraic and trigo का combination है. It has to be UV rule. Arush, you are saying something?
नहीं.
Solve this guys by UV rule. At one stage you will be stuck. I'll help you at that stage. पहले formula use करो. So guys, check this. Are you getting x integration cos square x dx minus integration of derivative of x integration of cos square x dx? Are you guys getting this?
Yeah.
अब प्रॉब्लम है ना इंटीग्रेशन cos square का है. We don't have any formula for integration cos square. So remember, whenever we come across integration sin square or cos square, we will use the superhit formula. Do you guys know this formula? 1 plus
So
cos
your
2
voice
theta.
is cracked. So now you need your
Your voice is breaking.
Hello guys, can you hear me now?
no.
So your voice is breaking बहुत ज़्यादा.
Now Arush, Muskan, Trisha, can you hear me now?
Yes.
What I'm saying is, whenever we come across cos square or sin square का integration, we will use the superhit formula. What is the superhit formula? So cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta upon 2.
Yeah.
We can write cos square x as 1 plus cos 2x upon 2. अच्छा, डेरिवेटिव ऑफ x तो 1 होगा, and this is integration of 1 plus cos 2x upon 2. ठीक है? Okay, now before you start with the integration part, we have to discuss one more rule, guys. A very basic rule. See, if I ask you what is integration e raised to 2x dx, what is integration e raised to x, guys?
So x.
So ये e raised to 2x होगा. अब है ना, अगर आप लोग को डेरिवेटिव्स याद होगा, सी इन डेरिवेटिव्स वी ऑलवेज यूज चेन रूल.
Yeah.
चेन रूल में हम क्या करते थे? वी यूज टू ऑलवेज मल्टीप्लाई by derivative of 2x, which was 2, correct?
Divide होगा.
Over here we will divide by the coefficient of x, so divide by 2.
Okay.
This is called big X rule, like we call it the big X rule.
Okay.
तो अब ये देखो कैसे यूज करेंगे हम यहाँ पे. x by 2 तो कांस्टेंट है, बाहर जाएगा. इंटीग्रेशन 1 इज x. इंटीग्रेशन cos 2x क्या होगा? चलो आप लोग बताओ. इंटीग्रेशन cos 2x.
Sine 2x by 2.
Correct. Sine 2x by 2. Perfect. Minus इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ ये 2 बाहर जाएगा, कांस्टेंट है. इंटीग्रेशन 1 इज x. अच्छा सॉरी, इंटीग्रेशन हमने कर दिया ना अब. चलो, तो इंटीग्रेशन 1 विल बी x. इंटीग्रेशन cos 2x विल ऑल्सो बी sin 2x by 2. अब इसका और एक बार इंटीग्रेशन होगा, तो इसका आंसर आना चाहिए x square by 2 plus x sin 2x by 2 minus half integration x is x square by 2 इंटीग्रेशन sin 2x is minus cos 2x by 2, तो ये 4 हो जाएगा. So your final answer, see, this is x square by 2. Risham, Muskan, half into x square by 2 is x square by 4. When we subtract x square by 2 minus x square by 4, तो वो हो जाएगा x square by 4. So x square by 4 plus x sin 2x by 2 minus 1 by 8 plus हो जाएगा ये cos 2x. This will be the answer.
Awesome.
Oh shit, sorry, this is by 4 guys. 2 into 2, 4. ऑप्शन बी करेक्ट नहीं है, सब प्लस है ना यहाँ पर. डी करेक्ट है. डी करेक्ट है.